Hello and welcome to TTV News with some latest events in TayNinhTV province and across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, at a conference on the task for the propaganda and training work in 2025, Chair Prime Minister Nguyễn Thị Xuân Hương, a member of the Provincial Party Standing Committee and head of the Propaganda and Training Department, four key tasks were outlined that need to be focused on in order to contribute to the successful completion of the overall objectives.
Accordingly, it needs to focus intensely on direct propaganda and guiding public opinion and creating a high unity within the party and the entire political system, as well as consensus among the people of the party and the state major policies, requirements, and urgent tasks. The entire sector must actively monitor and fully understand the activities of hostile forces fighting and fielding in a timely and effective manner and false views, distorted arguments, and sabotage. Perform well in advising on issues related to culture, arts, education, training, environment, population, healthcare, and the social welfare. Restructure and reorganize the apparatus of the mass mobilization and propaganda departments, establishing the functions, status, and working regulations to submit to the Standing Provincial Party Committee for issuance of decisions to ensure effective and decisive implementation from beginning of 2025. In his direct speech at the conference, Mr. Phạm Hùng Thái requested that the Provincial Propaganda Department continue to strive, overcome difficulties, and work hard to accomplish the key tasks set for 2025, contributing to the successful realization of the 11 Provincial Party Conference resolution and laying the foundation for the success of the 12 Provincial Party Conference.
On the morning of January 8, Mr. Phạm Hùng Thái, Permanent Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee and head of the Provincial Delegation of the National Assembly of TayNinhTV, attended the inauguration of an inter-town road in Bến Cầu Town and also presented gifts to disadvantaged households in Bến Cầu and Châu Thành districts. In Quarterary Bến Cầu Town, after nearly 4 months of construction, the 270-meter inner town road was completed, facilitating easier travel for local residents. The project was sponsored by Fico Cement Choice Stock Company with 500 bags of cement and Saigon Port Choice Stock Company with a donation of 50 million Vietnam đồng. This is one of the 16 inner town roads in Bến Cầu Town currently being paved and beautified with carriage. On the occasion of the upcoming Tet holiday, Deputy Secretary Phạm Hùng Thái, on behalf of the provincial leadership, handed over 100 Tet gift packages to 100 disadvantaged households. Of these, 30 gifts were given to families in Bến Cầu Town and 70 gifts was distributed in An Bình Khmer Châu Thành district. Each gift package consists of cash and Tet items worth over 1 million Vietnam đồng. The audience on the afternoon of January 8, the Department of Home Affairs of TayNinhTV province held a conference to review the work of 2024 and implement the task for 2025. The conference was attended by Mr. Nguyễn Hồng Thành, member of the Provincial Party Standing Committee and Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee.
In 2024, the Department of Home Affairs of TayNinhTV achieved many positive results, and notably in advising and implementing the restructuring of the administrative apparatus to streamline the organization. By the end of 2024, TayNinhTV province has 20 provincial-level administrative agencies and 504 public service units, a reduction of 9 units compared to 2023. Regarding the staff streamlining, a number of civil servants remained at about 1,791, while the number of public employees decreased by 617 positions. At the conference, the delegates openly pointed out areas that need improvement, especially the slow progress in administrative reform index and the satisfaction index regarding the service of the state administrative agencies. And the conference also set out 13 key tasks and 8 solutions for implementation in 2025, with a guiding action principle of the unity, discipline, innovation, efficiency, and effectiveness. In his speech at the conference, the Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, Nguyễn Hồng Thành, emphasized the importance of continuing to improve the indexes for administrative reform, applying digital transformation, and using artificial intelligence AI in the Department of Home Affairs, as well as enhancing the quality of personal work and building a team of civil servants and public employees to meet the new tasks in 2025. And on this occasion, the Department of Home Affairs awarded certificates of merit from Provincial People's Committee and commendation certificates to the local units with outstanding achievements in 2024.
Accompanying efforts to support women in difficult circumstances in border areas on the morning of January 8 at the Cultural Sports and Community Learning Center of Long Phước Camille, the Women's Union of Bến Cầu and Goyo districts, in coordination with Border Gas Station H47 Long Phước, organized the border market welcoming spring of 2025. At the market, the Provincial Women's Union and the Women's Union of Bến Cầu and Goyo districts presented New Year's gifts to Border Gas Station H47 Long Phước, awarded two scholarships, each worth 1 million Vietnam dong in cash and 1.5 million Vietnam dong worth of gifts to two students, and provided startup capital to support 5 disadvantaged women in Long Khánh Camille, with each rent amounting to 5 million Vietnam dong. On this occasion, 100 households from the border area of Long Phước Camille participated in the Zero Vietnam Dong store, selected free essential goods worth more than 60 million Vietnam dong, which were donated by the Women's Unions of Goyo and Bến Cầu districts and Border Gas Station H47 Long Phước. Ladies and gentlemen, building and perfecting institutions to attract resources, encourage talented and dedicated individuals, and arrest those who hinder the development of culture, sports, and tourism. This was the directive given by Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính at the National Online Congress to review the work in 2024 and launch key tasks for 2025 in the fields of culture, sports, and tourism, held in December.
And the shift in perception and thinking from doing culture to the state management of culture is increasingly being enhanced and perfected, and with a deeper approach, the development of cultural industry is receiving special attention. The fields such as cultural heritage, public culture, ethnic culture, libraries, literature, arts, and family affairs continue to develop widely and energetically, achieving the remarkable results. The Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính emphasized the need to internationalize the values of Van culture with a distinct national identity, the achievement and the tourism and sport values of Vietnam, while also Vietnamizing the cultural, sports and tourism germs of the world. The most important thing is that the thinking is changing and the value system is changing also. And we need to know where we stand and know what we have and know what we need to do to transform the values of our country into resources for the nation development in a new era, ensuring that our nation becomes prosperous and strong. In the future, the Prime Minister requests that the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism must truly innovate thinking, make breakthroughs to create development spaces for the culture, sports and tourism to take off, be honed in thinking, acting and taking responsibility for the common good. With the spirit of the party has given direction, the government has unified, and the National Assembly agrees and the people support, and the nation expects. Then we will only discuss action, not retreat. Accordingly, the breakthroughs must be made in the institutional framework to transform cultural assets into resources and driving forces for development. Focus on training human resources and encouraging passionate, talented individuals continue to preserve, restore, and promote the values of the nation's cultural heritage, mobilize and effectively unite resources and promote public-private cooperation to develop infrastructure, especially the digital infrastructure for culture, sports, and tourism. This year we must break through and celebrate, and the result in 2025 must be higher in 2024. And to achieve this, we must have the clear thinking, high determination, by effort, and decisive actions. We must think deeply, act big, and look far, and focus on time while using our intellect and fortitude to develop the cultural sector to its true potential as internal strength and soul of the nation. Our sports sector will help improve people's physical strength and health, and mass sports must expand widely. Most high-performance sports should develop deeply, and tourism is truly a key economic sector. Recalling the President Ho Chi Minh's teaching, culture lies the way for the people to follow. The Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính expressed her hope and confidence that the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism would further enhance its traditions and achievements, continue to foster pioneering spirits and breaking through and creating development spaces for culture, sports and tourism, and contributing to laying a solid foundation for the country to step into an area of prosperity and national strength.
Turn to domestic news. Dear audience, the Vietnam Maritime Corporation VIMC has reported that it has supplemented the project flight for Cần Giờ International Transshipment Port in 2024. This year, VIMC will cooperate with its partners to complete the investment reparation procedures.
And currently, alongside the operational TayNinhTV port, the Cần Giờ port will enhance competitiveness with all the regional ports, and it is expected that the volume of goods transit through the Vietnam seaports will grow significantly, potentially supporting Singapore. The Cần Giờ port will not only shorten the transportation times and significantly reduce the logistic costs for domestic goods, but will also open up the great opportunities for Vietnam to engage more deeply in the global supply chain.
In 2024, Vietnamese investors make 164 new investment projects across 16 industries abroad, while also addressing 26 investment projects with a total investment capital reaching nearly $665 million, marking a 57.7% increase compared to 2023. Thus, after a rather quiet 2023, foreign investment is showing signs of accelerating again. However, the figures still fall short of previous years due to the absence of large-scale projects. Currently, the investment capital of Vietnamese businesses abroad is primarily focused on areas such as science and technology, manufacturing, and electricity production and distribution. At the beginning of 2025, the real estate market in Ho Chi Minh City has shown promising signals, with many segments experiencing gradual price increases. This improvement comes as a result of efforts to address legal frameworks in the final months of 2024. According to reports from CBRE, a commercial real estate investment and services company, the Ho Chi Minh City real estate market in the fourth quarter of 2024 saw significant improvements in supply and price increases. In the secondary markets, projects along the Metro Line 1 Bến Thành Suối Tiên have increased by 2 to 3% after the metro system officially started operations. The resolution of legal issues in the final quarter of the year led to a 26-fold increase in new project launches compared to the third quarter. The supply in recent years has been very limited, while demand has been very high and strong, leading to favorable absorption rates in the market. In Ho Chi Minh City, the absorption rate has ranged from 90 to 100%, but over the past year, the absorption rate has risen up to 130 to 140%, with the number of successfully sold units exceeding the number of units offered for sale. Thanks to the resolution of legal issues, the price of apartments in Ho Chi Minh City has risen nearly 24%, reaching an average of 76 million Vietnam dong per square meter. Premium and luxury projects, as well as projects in the net sales prices, have adjusted their prices upwards by 10 to 40% compared to previous phases. This not only brings profits to real estate businesses, but also helps revitalize the city's housing markets. After our suggestion, we were able to amend Decree number 31 of the government. Recently, the National Assembly also amended the investment law, specifically Article 33 of the 2020 investment law, to remove these legal obstacles. I believe that in the near future, there will be no more legal hurdles regarding the approval of investment proposals. Currently, the selling price of apartments in the secondary market in Ho Chi Minh City has also seen a slight increase of 7%, Particularly for real estate projects along Metro Line 1, the price increase has been nearly 15%. Apartment prices are now above 70 million Vietnam dong per square meter, and this rise is expected to continue rising in the near future. According to the General Statistics Office, in 2025, Vietnam will prioritize role linked with strengthening and stabilizing the macroeconomy, controlling inflation and ensuring major balance. Based on this, the Consumer Price Index will be controlled at 4.5%. While this target is not overly ambitious, there are still many factors that could exert pressure on inflation, such as the ongoing escalation of military conflicts and unpredictable developments. Strategic competition among major countries is intensifying, with many nations strengthening trade protection policies, while public debt and budget deficits are increasing. On the other hand, extreme weather events that severely impact economic and social development in many countries could disrupt supply chains, increase transportation costs, affect global commodity prices, and pose risks to energy and food security. In 2024, Vietnam's core inflation increased by 2.7% compared to 2023, lower than the average CPI growth of 3.6%.
The leadership of the State Bank of Vietnam has reported that in 2024, the total credit growth in the economy reached for 15.08%, and the credit capital has been directed towards production and business sectors, as well as priority areas. And based on this, the State Bank forecasts that the credit growth for the entire banking system in 2025 will around 16%, and Deputy Governor Đào Minh Tú stated that monetary policy will be managed flexibly and in accordance with the actual conditions in light of the need for the banks to expand lending and lending, and the State Bank is ready to loosen the credit room.
Dear audience, Gia Lai province is actually implementing resettlement projects to support ethnic minorities in stabilizing their life and developing their economies. Phu Thien district is one of the exemplary localities in carrying out this policy. The resettlement area in the Suối Cạn disaster-prone area will celebrate the Lunar New Year 2025 more joyfully and warmly than in previous years. This year, 38 households, after years of living in flood anxiety and avoidance, will officially move to their new spacious homes. Now that I've moved here, I feel very comfortable. The roads are wide, the houses are clean, and we have stable housing. Both my husband and I have jobs, and the children are older now and can attend school nearby, which is very convenient. Living here, we have electricity and water. Everything is complete. This year, celebrating that here is much more enjoyable and joyful. Judge of this happiness, Phu Thien district has mobilized on resources, along with the solidarity and unity of the people, to complete the resettlement area quickly, ensuring that residents have new homes with better living conditions. This is a project that the Provincial Party Committee, the Provincial People's Council, and the Provincial People's Committee care deeply about. They have provided programs and policies to support the infrastructure. At this point, all the children who have moved to the new homes are attending school, and every family has a new house. Everyone is very happy and feels secure going to work. From 2019 to 2024, Gia Lai province has implemented 11 resettlement projects for more than 1,000 households. In the 2026-2030 period, Gia Lai is expected to launch 16 new projects with a total investment of over 450 billion Vietnam dong, helping to serve about 50% of the households lacking land for housing and production. These resettlement villages are now no longer just places to live, but symbols of unity and the ongoing efforts of both the government and the people. And that's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us, and goodbye for now.